Ladies and gentlemen, this is of course the most censored crypto YouTuber, Light, and today we are going to be talking about my top 10 extensions and applications that will be making you free passive income in crypto for selling your bandwidth, data scraping, and some other things. Before we go into my top 10 list, two mentions. Number one is that I have done an article about selling your internet bandwidth for fiat money. So in case you're looking for fiat options, go definitely check out my article in the description down below. Second reminder is about the Get Grass extension, which I have done a trilogy investigation video exposing the people behind it and also the hacking scripts which are inside the actual extension. So I really recommend people uninstalling the Grass extensions altogether. In case you want to learn more about what's going on with Grass, definitely go check out my trilogy investigation video. I'm going to be linking that in the corner and also at the end of this video. When it comes to all the extensions and applications that I'm going to be featuring in today's video, and this is due to the simple nature of internet bandwidth, selling and data scraping in general, there are always levels of security risks. So I recommend installing in devices which do not have your wallets or credit card information or any type of data. So if you have old PC, old laptop, maybe you have a Helium miner, or maybe an old phone that you're not using, use these extensions and applications on those devices to be the most secure with your data and funds. So the first entry on this list is Upro, which I have done an individual video on. They have an application on iPhone and also on Android. So basically you have two different options where you can basically install the application. Currently on this lobby website, they only show the iPhone, so I'm not 100% sure have they taken down the Apple Android version, but you can look it up on the actual store to find it out. And it's a pretty simple application. It's very similar to Get Grass, although they have the tokens already out. They did already a form of an airdrop, which is vested. I think I made like $40 or something from it, so it's pretty good. And it's still generating passive income throughout the platform by when I'm running it actually on my phone. And you can also have the ability to refer people into the actual application. And so that's something that you can also do for UPT in case you're looking for making some extra money. And here is actually the Android link, and you can apparently run it on Mac OS as well as of right now. So this is one of these alternatives that is right now available, and you can basically get rewards. Their token is on Solana, so it's pretty cheap to sell. Next up, we have NodePay, and this is by the Me6 team. You might have heard about that. That is the Discord bot, probably the first big Discord bot, and they have an extension going on, and there's also a referral program going on alongside with that, and that's basically where most of my income right now is coming from. And basically they don't have a token right now, and we don't know much about where's the token gonna be releasing. There's not that much information really going on about about the project. So this is kind of more on the speculative end of things. They also have a daily check-in thing, which gives you extra points, which I recommend doing. So in case you're looking for something of a speculative mining, being participating on the next Grass or Upro for that matter, you want to definitely get the NodePay. Far as I know, this is only available as an extension as of right now. There doesn't seem to be any mobile versions available. Next up, we have BlockMesh, a very, very new entry. And this is something that I run in my Helium miner. So there's this service called Crank with 2ks.io, which is basically, it's like a crypto IoT project basically, but they have a software which you can install on your existing Helium miner, which allows you to mine 20 different, well, it's not 20, but maybe 12 different projects right now throughout that miner. So it's basically installing all of these things. And that's where I'm running a BlockMesh right now throughout the API. So I'm not running the extension because obviously running it on the actual devices like Helium is the 100% most safest way to deal with these types of extensions. And there's not really much of information regarding on where it's going to be releasing. According to my discussions, I think they are going to be planning to have release, likely, was it on Solana or Polygon or something like that? I still have to talk with the developer. And there's a referral tab, which basically, you want to invite more people, you're going to be getting more points. And there's basically milestones here. And you can also create your own link. And then there's a perks tab, which I presume are going to be giving you multipliers if you're going to be connecting your wallet and Twitter. Obviously, always use burner addresses when you're going to be interacting with any types of applications. So this includes, I have a separate wallet where I'm receiving all of these deepen and, this extension mining rewards, basically, because to enhance the highest level of security. Moving on, we have Mysterium network. We had already an individual video about this like a week ago, so go check that video out if you want to learn more. But basically, this requires a bit more of an effort to basically run a Mysterium node, and this Mysterium node can be installed through the Crank dashboard. So I have my Mysterium running on currently on my Helium miner. You can also run it through a VPS, obviously. And basically, you're going to be getting Mysterium rewards. It's a token that already exists, and it's listed on a lot of marketplaces. It's on Polygon, and basically, and here's, by the way, Crank. And it's pretty good income, and in terms of like for zero investment, basically. So that's something that I've been using, but obviously, based on your geographical location, there might be a higher preference, basically, using Mysterium. Because basically they are like releasing your IP address and that connection, so you kind of want to have ideal location. Moving on, we have the Cyrus Foundation or the Cyrus application. This is a very high-paying app extension. A lot of people don't talk about it because they don't have a referral program yet, but once that launches, you're going to be hearing a lot more about this. And this is basically a data scraping application. That's the way I've understood what they're basically doing, so turning your data into dollars. And I'm getting around 30 cents per day, yeah. And I have made around $40, so I guess I've been running it since like November or something, and it's giving you basically daily payments in US dollars, which can be then converted into Cyrus, and Cyrus can be converted into Dogecoin or other types of currencies. And the more you're using it, I think more your like credit score increases, so you're going to be having higher rewards or something like that. It's a Cyrus score, basically, your data score. And basically, it is a pretty well-paying application. I don't know how it's able to basically run with that high payouts, but I guess that's going to be maybe changing as more people are coming into their platform. But 30 cents per day is actually quite high-paying for zero investment, and it's available on Apple App Store and also on as an extension where I'm running it right now. Apparently, Android application is coming out soon. Also, I have an individual video about Cyrus, so Google that up in case you're looking for it. Then we have the Slice application, which has been, they had their own fair share of the FUD, and that's also a very big reason why you want to really run it on an isolated browser or any device where you can basically run it right now. And it basically gives you, shows you advertisements, and it basically pays you in Satoshis for doing that. It's a pretty simple process. There's also a referral program inside their system, and I made a fair amount of money from it, maybe $40, $50. I think you're going to be making a lot more if you're going to be getting referrals, so it's not making you a millionaire. But, if you're looking for extra income, there's no reason not to use it. But once again, I do recommend doing and running it in the most secure way possible. Then there is a very, very fresh new application that is called Dawn, and this is another speculative bandwidth data scraper service, and they have currently only an extension available. There seems to be some big partners around it. I have not confirmed are these actual partners. Recommend always doing your own research. And basically, there's a referral program. Here is my code on the screen in case you want to join under me. And basically, there is some documentation about how it works, and it seems to be, my source has also looked into their application. It seems to be rather clean, so it doesn't seem to be having like any security issues. And yeah, well, let's hope that they're going to be releasing mobile versions in the future so we can earn these points. You're going to be basically getting a points under the system. So here's what the thing looks like. So I have made 20,000 points, 21,000 points right now, and those are probably going to be accumulating into an eventual token airdrop. So in case you're looking for speculative earnings, this is way to go. Then we have the Gaga Node. I also am running the Gaga Node throughout my Helium miner, throughout Crank. This is basically a platform part of the Meson network. Meson network is already a listed token. So basically by doing this bandwidth, bandwidth stuff, you're basically getting rewarded in Gaga Node points, and those node points can be then converted into Meson network tokens. And this is a very good application because it can be run on multiple different devices like Linux, Android, SDK, so Windows, Mac OS, and Windows Desktop. So a lot of good options here. So it's a very secure, and I believe it's fully open source and everything. So that makes it a bit more trustworthy. And obviously it's very nice to have a token that is actually already launched and it has Hex liquidity and kind of like a demand over top of it. So that's another one. And then we have BlockDck, and this is, a Debian project which has allegedly raised 51 million tokens. We might be talking about this in another video on soon. I have to do a bit more research on it. And they have application that you can currently download, which basically is doing simulated mining on your phone. And they also do have like paid miners here as well. They currently have a pre-sale going on. So there's a lot of marketing, a lot of buzz around this product altogether. So in case you want to participate on the pre-sale, I haven't. I usually don't like participating on things like these because you're already giving money to the token holders on the application. And then obviously like the people are mining. So there's going to be a massive sell pressure for the token. But yes, the application is 100% free to run and it's very, easy to use. So these are APK files, so it's not actually officially listed on Google Play Store and App Store. So that may be a red signal for some people, but maybe they are still on the verification process. I don't know, but be wary about when interacting with this application. And then lastly, we have Seleno, and this is an application that you can get on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And it's basically like recording silence on your device, noise levels, and basically it's paying you for collecting that information on certain areas. And they seem to be having some type of a beta airdrop campaign going on as of right now as well. So this is another, their token is also, let me actually confirm this, pretty sure the token is already released, so it's already trailable. This may not be the same token because this is on Pulse Chain. So it's probably not listed right now. So it's coming up in the future, but I have seen private sales going on for Seleno as well. So that's basically what I have to share in terms of the top 10 extensions and applications. As always, do your own research and be very, as I mentioned already about the security risks with these types of applications, you're going to be really, really careful with these, and because there's always hacking risks and all types of things, malicious malware and everything. And when it comes to like sharing internet bandwidth, there can be legal hassles and things like that which may emerge from them. So I'm trying to just give you like be warned signal at the same time. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more reviews and videos in the future. I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers.